what's up, everybody? My name is Ming Chen. I'm here at a Shared Universe podcast studio, Asbury Park Boardwalk. And since we are in Asbury Park, we got a really, really amazing event coming up, the 18th Annual Garden State Film Festival, taking place March 25th to the 29th in multiple locations. I'm here with returning podcaster Lauren Kankarshi. How are you, my friend?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. And you've brought friends.
I brought friends. I brought the founder of the film festival, Diane Raver.
Diane, how are you? Welcome
I'm
back
great,
as well.
thank you so
How are you guys?
We're in it. We're.
That's amazing.
going strong.
Go ahead. You can pull that up to your just
And we
right into it, like your Elvis.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
And we
Okay.
have Brian Sheehy, who is a board member of the Garden State Film Festival.
Hello, Brian. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. So we have this amazing event coming up. 18 years. Did you ever think?
18 years.
No. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that was
but-
what you hoped for. And,
Yeah.
You know, that there would be a legacy and a celebration of the part that New Jersey played in the history of the cinematic arts. It all started here.
Yes, for sure. And many amazing filmmakers come out of here. I'm a little biased, but I gotta mention my man Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Jason Mewes. We have him. He has a short, All Talk.
He's got a short All Talk. Do you know
Yeah.
anything about it? I have
Yeah.
not. I try to keep up with Jason
yeah.
Mewes, mainly because he owes me money. But
Let's see. How can we help you?
yeah, not that much. Like $100 or something. A little bit over $100. He bought a bunch of stuff at the store once, and he was like, "Hey, let me borrow your credit card." And I stupidly were like, "Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go." But so that's what that describes. He's all talk.
That's so funny. Oh my God. No, it's really good. We have that playing Sunday, so you have to come down.
Sunday,
March 29th.
March 29th.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to see this. I gotta support anything that
Yeah.
Jason Mewes is in.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's fresh off the James Bond reboot movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's fresh off his directorial debut, a movie called Method in the Madness, and coming up in the short. That's amazing. How many shorts do we have total for the festival? Do you know?
Oh, gosh.
Ballpark? You don't have to give me an
I
exact
don't think
number.
I counted.
Well, we
short.
know we
Yeah.
have 247 films from 20 countries over
Yeah.
5 days, but I can't give you the breakout of what's feature length and what's
Yeah.
short.
That's amazing. And so your shorts and your feature length, which means you're getting submissions from both.
Yeah, we
everything.
have like over 35 different
We-
categories.
We have music videos, we have trailers, we have promos, we have short
we have a screen-
animation, we have short and feature length documentaries. I mean, and
Yeah,
the
you
web
got
stuff.
everything.
Yeah, web series. We have a
Oh my
screenplay
God.
competition. The winning screenplay gets a live table read in the round. That's on the schedule. We also have a movie music competition, so that's a separate category with separate winners, and as is the screenplay
That's
from
amazing.
the films.
And you really cover all this in 4 days.
It's 5
Or
days.
5, okay,
I know,
I'm
it
sorry.
should be longer. We just need more money to be longer.
I mean, I guess sponsors out there, if you want to support an amazing,
Please.
the premier film festival in the Garden State,
Yeah.
contact, head over to gsff.org
Mm-hmm.
and find out how you can do that.
Call us up. We're an arts nonprofit organization.
Yeah. I mean, I can't presume that you watch every entry that gets
No, we
submitted.
do.
Yes, we do.
You do.
That's what also
Absolutely.
makes us different. watch them all.
Absolutely.
And so where do you find the time? How do you have the time to be here?
Well,
Well,
that's a-
this is the schedule's made, so we have breathing room now.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
Okay.
hard. Early in the morning, you just have to watch them all. You have to go get through it.
Yeah.
And so I guess the festival ends on March 29th. On the 30th, is that when is that when it's open for new submissions for the next year?
No, so we open for submissions June 1st,
Okay.
and we close December 1st each year.
Okay, so you have no excuse. You got a solid like 6-7
Yeah.
months to submit.
But we know filmmakers are procrastinators, so
They're sure.
And we get 2,000
they are.
entries.
2,000. That's
Give or
that's
take a few.
That's
you know?
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I just don't know how you get through those all. And listen. I would love to think they're all amazing and all Garden State Film Festival and Oscar worthy. I mean, the pure fact is, some of them are needing maybe a little more polishing. I'm trying to be diplomatic. They're not all
Yeah.
great.
Some are home movies.
right.
A film has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and that's
Right.
very important. And that's how we've built our audiences, by showing films that have a beginning, a middle, and an end, so that you don't come out and say, "What was that?" And
Right.
and some festivals are built on experimental, and that's great. It's just not who we are.
Right. Exactly. And so I'm trying to find out how many venues do you have showing films here? It's,
So we're 5 days, 10 venues,
10.
over 240 films from 20 countries. Oh, so we're global.
yeah, you're a global. Yeah,
Yeah, just
international
saying.
film
Just
festival.
saying, yeah. Some people really don't know that because the title is Garden State Film Festival, so
Right.
they really think it's just New Jersey
No,
films, and
no.
it's not.
You know, as much talent as we have in this wonderful state, as much talent has come out of this wonderful state.
Right.
It's a global film festival taking submissions from all over the world. That's amazing. So June 1st hits. I'm a filmmaker. I think I have a pretty amazing film. How do I submit?
You go to filmfreeway.com, or you can go to gsff.org, and we have links to get to Film Freeway.
Okay.
But in Film Freeway, you search for Garden State Film Festival. You have to register on Film Freeway and create your own profile. And then in your own profile, you upload your own projects. And then you should really take the time to write everything out correctly in your project.
Right. Check your spelling, check your punctuation.
Because that's the information that we get.
Right.
So we want to know, you know, whoever's starring in it, write that down, who directed it and everything.
Right.
The correct contact information. Sometimes they'll make an email address just for the film
Okay.
and not really check it. Yeah.
They
So those are all
misspell it.
things you have to think about.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
make sure like, wow, this film was great, and the email
like,
bounces
yeah.
back.
I'm like, where's the phone number?
There's no phone number, there's no contact information.
Yeah.
You spend all this time making a great short or a film project, and no one can contact you back to tell you that you're in. I'm looking at some of the venues here. So of course,
Yeah.
the great and historic Paramount Theater, which is probably about 300 feet behind where I
Yeah.
sit now. The Berkeley Hotel, the Kingsley Ballroom, that's a great venue as well.
Mm-hmm.
A couple venues at the Berkeley Hotel. The Asbury Hotel, I guess it's that big room in the back.
the Asbury Hall. Yep.
That's
If they had more space, we would use it.
Yeah, for sure. The Jersey Shore Arts Center, which was formerly, I think,
Neptune High School.
Neptune High School.
Yeah, it seats about 500 over there.
That's a cool
It
venue.
gets packed. Yeah, it's all stadium seating.
Stadium seating, like a historic wood stage. It's a
Yeah.
really cool. It's a really cool venue. And then City Council Chambers and the Asbury Park Senior Center and the Berkeley Restaurant. So these are some pretty awesome venues.
Thank you. Yeah, they're awesome. And then also, we're all over the city of Asbury Park, so we're not just in one area.
Right.
We're all over.
So you're taking the whole city taking
Yeah.
over the whole city.
Yeah.
The whole city embraces it.
Yeah.
And
And we
Uh-huh.
do have transportation
Yeah,
that goes around to each venue so that you can park once and hop on and hop
oh,
off.
it's like
for
a
free.
film shuttle bus.
It
Yeah.
is,
Like a
yes.
film bus.
It's
Yeah.
a jitney.
It's
What?
green.
That's amazing. That's
You can't miss it.
is like the
Neon
logo.
green.
There's a logo on there.
Yeah, the logo's on there, and the bus itself is ADA compliant.
Okay.
So all of our venues are ADA compliant, and also, you know, to get around.
Accessible
is,
to
yeah,
everybody.
Accessible, yeah. Mhm.
That's amazing.
That's huge.
When you started, was it? I can't imagine you were in 10 venues the first year.
The Paramount Theater.
One venue.
One venue for the first 2 years.
Wow. And how many? Was that 5 days?
It was 3 days. It was
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I think the first year we played 52 films. And they
Wow.
were VHSs.
Right. So you're just loading tapes.
Old school,
Yeah.
And you gotta turn the tracking knob.
Yeah.
To,
Oh, I didn't know that.
remember the old school tracking knob where you had to you dial in the tracking.
Yeah. When it's like-
Sadly, it was me. I didn't know that yet.
she did everything. She turned on the lights. She hit play. She ran around.
That's amazing. What inspired all this? I mean, did you just wake up one day like, hey, we need a film festival?
Something
in-
like
in
that. What
Asbury?
happened was I was in the film and business in New York. I had a full career before I came home to raise my children. And I kept bumping into people like Roy Farfel, one of the best stuntmen in the business, lives on Allaire Road in Wall. And I met Bobby Pastorelli, the actor, in the Seagard Food Town, and this one and that one. And I thought, gee, I wonder why we don't have a place to meet every year. This is New Jersey is where
Ma'am.
Jersey is where the film industry started.
Right.
And Bobby Pastorelli said, "That's a great idea, Mrs. Raver. You should do that." 20 years ago. So here we are.
So you just did it. Some people talk about it. Other people actually do it. Like,
Right.
very few people actually do it.
It's not easy.
No, it wasn't, and it
Yeah.
was especially wasn't easy in the early years. So
Yeah. So that first year, you're loading in tapes. The 3 days end. The next day, you're like, we got to do this again. Like, it didn't kill you, so I guess it made you stronger.
well, it almost killed me.
almost-
Okay. I
But
figured.
then I got Lauren.
Yeah. Well, Lauren, when did you hop in all this?
So I've been involved all 18 years. So I work full time at Brookdale Community College,
Okay.
which we love, Brookdale.
We
Right.
love Brookdale.
And my old boss was like, Diana, I'm giving you Lauren, but I didn't really know what that meant. I knew that I was going to be producing different pieces on the film festival,
Right.
and then I drank the Kool-Aid and I became a volunteer. And just then I was coordinating volunteers and then the director of operations, and then I don't even know. what
And now
happened.
she's executive
It's all
director.
a blur.
So
Yeah,
it
it's a
was
blur.
inevitable. I think. You hopped on for a reason.
I'm a lifer. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't know if you believe in destiny and fate, but I do. And
I
think,
do.
I think that's
Absolutely.
what
Yeah.
happened. And you're a filmmaker as well?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
That's-
Produce, direct, edit
Everything.
every day. Yeah.
You're kind of like the James Cameron, but better without the weird blue aliens
Oh,
and the
thank
sinking
you.
ships and the and the time travel.
Or do I?
Or yeah, I don't know.
Or do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah. So ever since we got in this space, which was
Amazing.
thank
great
you.
Space.
It's we're just in here. Just over 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
But multiple people have said, hey, the film festival is coming up. You should talk about the film festival. Get some people from the film festival in here. I heard the names Matthew Modine and Linda Hamilton being thrown around.
Yeah, so
Can
we
you tell
have
us anything about that?
crazy stuff. So Matthew Modine, we have Robert Patrick, Kelsey Grammer's in a short. Perry Lang is a director. We have a directing panel that I'll get to.
Okay.
We have Claudine Marotte, Jack Ford, the Rock and Roll Forever Foundation. The Governor is going to return, which we're very happy about. And our lineup is incredible. We have Coldplay's music video for Avicii.
Okay.
I was crying when I was watching.
Yeah, it's a tribute video to
Yeah, it's really nice. We have Shaquille O'Neal's, he's the executive produced Foster Boy that Matthew Modine is in. We have Tuscaloosa with Natalia Dreyer.
Okay.
It's a really great film. You get to see her as a different character.
Yeah.
Because everyone's thinking of her from Stranger Things.
Right.
And,
Right.
It's amazing. She plays a mental patient.
Right. And
In
for
award.
your Stranger
Yeah.
Things fans, of course, Matthew Modine, from
Yeah.
as the
villain.
the villain, the father, the doctor, and then Natalia Dyer. Do you remember who she
The
plays?
sister.
Oh, she's a sister. Okay,
the
yeah,
older
for
sister.
sure.
We have a Tarantino film. Well, I can go through the schedule, but also we have Dash Mihawk.
Okay.
Probably just botched that, but from Ray Donovan.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
wow.
Bunchy.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
I know, I love that show. We have Kathy Moriarty. I never say that
No,
right.
Moriarty. Yeah, you got
Okay,
it.
Moriarty. Feels weird. And do you remember Crazy Eyes from Orange Is the New Black?
I do. Yes.
So we have a film with her that's amazing. It's called Miss Virginia.
That's amazing.
We have The Bouncing Souls is in a film. Xander Berkeley from The
Yeah, Walking Dead,
He's
yeah.
in a film called Dark Harbor. It's really good. The whole time I was like, oh my God, no, don't do it. Don't open the door. Don't do this.
Okay, it's
You know,
one
when
of
you're
those.
talking
It's
to the-
one where
yeah.
you're yelling at the
You're
screen.
like, no. What else? Joe McHale is in that one as well.
And we have a wonderful family film that we're opening with for our Friday night cocktail party in
Yes.
Convention Hall. And then the first film is good for the whole family this year. And it's a wonderful, heartwarming film about a young boy in Staten Island whose grandfather comes to live with him and teaches him that the whole world doesn't exist on your tablet. It exists outside. And
I think all kids should be watching this
Exactly.
movie,
it's a beautiful, beautiful
and some
film.
adults as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
It's
film.
really. I did cry with that one too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of criers, a lot of tearjerkers.
That's amazing. How long ago was the schedule finalized? I guess the submission stopped December, but I imagine like you were probably up maybe even last night
Yeah.
programming.
Yeah. Do we look tired?
No, not at all. I just know,
okay.
I've talked to some people who run film festivals. I know it's a never-ending
CJ,
process. Our friend
I was
CJ
emailing him
Cullen,
before.
Yeah.
who runs the Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival. They're a shorts film fest that they're in April 18th and 19th this year. They podcast here too. I give them a shout, but I know those guys never stop,
I know.
Yeah.
and
We stopped
they
at
always
version-
look tired.
We stopped at version 14, but
Okay.
we didn't renumber a couple. But also, we have over 45 high school films, with high school and younger.
That's amazing. So you're supporting the student filmmakers
Yeah, we
who
always
are
have.
at times even more talented than people twice their age.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Now they're coming out of the womb with these digital devices,
Yep.
and so they know how to operate the menu of the camera quicker than some of the adults do.
Yeah, and you got 4K on an iPhone,
know,
which is
me
100
too.
times better than what Kevin Smith shot Clerks on a grainy black and white 16 millimeter. But I think what they learned from maybe some of the the lower budget films is
Yeah.
short have a great script, and some things you can kind of sacrifice. And but you have a great script, you have a great story to tell. You put a lot of work into it. It doesn't have to look perfect.
No.
But you can come up with an amazing product like that. That's how many student films are there?
So we get so many.
Well,
we
those are the
can't
high
screen
school
every.
students,
Okay.
but we have college student, university
mixed
students,
in.
and college and grad students all mixed in the rest
So
of the
just
week.
on the right column is
Yeah, I
the high
see
school
that.
portion alone. So it's always been a part of our entire festival. It's not separate from our
Right.
festival. And then we have over 1,000 people that attend those screenings on Saturday and Sunday.
That's amazing. Do you keep count of attendance, overall
do. Yeah, we
attendance?
do.
What
Yeah.
what are you up to right now?
Last year we had over 26,000 attendees.
Oh my God, all in one 5 day film
5 days.
Yeah,
fun
they're
for a
everywhere.
week. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Well, we did that because when I started this, Asbury Park was downtrodden, and Asbury
Yeah.
Park was my cultural mecca as a child, and that
Right.
made me very sad. And there was some talk about knocking the Paramount down, and I said, not while there's a breath in my body.
Yeah,
She
for
jumped
sure.
on the building.
So
I would have too, and thank God, thank God they
Yeah.
didn't tear that down.
So
Thank
I
God
brought-
they didn't tear down Convention Hall.
I know.
And
I brought an event that brought the people that opened businesses and
Yes.
bought condos. And so
Ah,
we feel
okay.
very strongly that we were a strong part of the revitalization effort.
And to date, the Garden State Film Festival has brought over $9 million to
In economic
revenue.
impact.
economic
Yes.
revenue. Yeah.
All right, you hear that, Asbury Park? Just a little reminder, no
little.
big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of money.
That's amazing. So you've mentioned that there's a veterans
Yeah, we're super
programming
excited.
block as well.
Yes.
Here, we hand the mic over to you, my
Yeah.
friend.
Sure, yeah, there is gonna be a veterans, portion to the festival, thank you,
So we always,
Diane.
I'm just gonna cut in, hi.
Yeah.
We always have different films that are always for veterans, and Diane will tell you about how we're on the largest military radio show once a month. But tell us about that film block, Brian.
Well, we have 11 to 12 on Saturday. We have a block, and the movies are
Hadcore.
Habcore,
Yep.
Vietnam
Surprise.
Aftermath,
Unclaimed.
Unclaimed Remains.
Yeah, the print is very
Yes,
small.
I'm
It is
sorry.
small.
Yeah, but the Unclaimed
Really?
Remains, I'm quite familiar with. We met with a group of veterans that are, this is their mission. There are many unclaimed remains of veterans in our
Yes.
country, right? And
Sure.
these guys go out and try to find family members and give the veterans a proper military burial.
That's
So
amazing.
It's a really cool thing. And these veterans are amazing. They're all Vietnam vets, and they're beelined on this mission.
That's wow, what a great. I mean, just kind of from a human element, what a
Yeah.
great thing to do. But that's great they were able to document this as well.
That's right. And, I'm a former Marine myself, so it really is close to home.
Yeah,
for
for
me,
sure.
So I enjoyed it. I mean, we met with these guys last week, and I went
At
hanging out
Brookdale.
with them for a couple hours afterwards, just hearing all their stories.
Yeah, for sure. I
Amazing
mean, you guys are part of a brotherhood. You
Yeah.
guys went through
Yeah.
some that know anyone that hasn't been in the military
Yeah.
that you guys have gone through. You guys have special stories for sure.
Yeah, it was a very, very unique group of guys, very special guys.
And this is an arm of the sheriff's department of, the sheriff of Monmouth County
Yeah.
has this, and these veterans are doing that project under the sheriff, Sean Golden.
Wow. Okay, of Monmouth
it's
County, the
awesome,
sheriff of Monmouth
yeah.
County.
So we had them come to Brookdale and meet at Brookdale because I wasn't sure if they really knew all that Brookdale offers for our veterans.
Right.
That we have a veterans center, we have the club, we have so many.
Yeah. No, I
different
had
things.
no idea.
Yeah, it's really important for everybody to know.
One of the sayings they have is, never again will one generation of veterans leave another generation of veterans behind.
Right.
So, they have World War II vets, Korean vets that they're looking to give a proper burial to. So it's pretty cool.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's called Unclaimed Remains.
Yeah.
That'll play in the block 11 to 12:45 on Saturday at the Asbury Park Senior Center.
That's right.
Has there
And-
always been a military block, or how long is this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Always.
And Diane, tell us what you do every month.
I have the great honor and privilege of being on the radio show for Frontlines of Freedom. We created, Oprah has a book club, well, Diane has a film club at Frontlines of Freedom, which is the largest military radio show in the nation. And Lieutenant Colonel Denny Gillum and I, we give a link to a film that has something to do with either international affairs or military
Yeah.
theme.
Right.
And they watch the films, and then we have a discussion about it. And the whole idea was to start conversations and to get people thinking. And we've been doing it for over 2 years, and
Yeah,
it's taken off, and
17.
it's very popular. So grateful for that.
That's really amazing. I've been to a number of film festivals. I think this is the first one where I've seen a military block,
I've
and I
done
think
it
more.
from the very beginning.
I think more of them should do it. I mean,
We're always feel grateful for the sacrifices.
Oh,
that
yeah,
they've made,
absolutely.
Yes.
You know?
But we also have other films in other places that are military, like Walking Point. It's about the military service dogs, and we're gonna have 2 of them with us. For
the service
duration.
dogs.
Yeah, they'll be there definitely Friday night, but they're gonna be at the festival in general.
Okay, so come on,
I
meet
can't
the
wait
service
to meet 'em.
dogs.
Yeah, I can't wait to see if I'm allowed.
And
to go near it.
we have blocks for our animal lovers. We have blocks
On
for our
Sunday
Jewish friends. We have
at the
blocks.
Asbury
We have a
Hotel.
wonderful film about Sikhism and what that was about. That was very enriching and enlightening.
Oh, I didn't say. Sorry.
Go ahead.
But Linda Hamilton is in Easy Does It, which is Sunday, 2:45 to 5 p.m. That block.
Wow.
In
Okay.
the bottom left. It's at the
Great
Paramount
film.
Theater.
Great
really
film.
great film. I was laughing so much.
That's amazing. Did I hear a rumor that she may be in town as
You know
well?
what?
We're waiting to
Okay,
hear.
there's only one way to find
Yeah,
out,
I mean,
and that's to come.
just come. Right now on Wednesday night, we're going to be screening Full Metal Jacket with Matthew Modine.
Oh, I mean,
And we'll do a Q&A with him.
how can you not come to that? That's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Right?
Yeah,
I know. That's
That-
at the Jersey Shore Art Center.
one of the all-time great Jarhead movies.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just great movie in general. But if you
Yes.
love Kubrick, I think it's probably my
Oh, yeah.
favorite Kubrick movie.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Matthew Modine roles as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna go over to there's a local reserve center over in Lincroft
Oh, yeah.
that we're gonna go tell the Marines over there about the screening of Full Metal
Yeah.
Jacket and try to get a few of those guys to come over. Yep, sorry.
It's okay. I'm just weird.
Oh no,
Audio,
no,
video.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
yeah, no problem. This is amazing. Yeah, I was just like, what don't you guys do? Sounds like you
I
guys
don't
are
know.
like,
But I'm so excited also for the Tarantino film.
What's
I was
that
like
one?
drooling. So it's called QT8, The First 8. It's a documentary about the first 21 years of Quentin Tarantino's career.
okay, everything
and it
from
includes
Reservoir Dogs up
everything,
until
yeah.
Hateful Eight,
Yeah.
and I guess Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes. I'm a fan. So as soon as I saw that,
Yeah.
I was drooling.
And I think we have. Is it this
The
East Coast
director-
premiere?
Yes, and Tara Wood, who directed the film, is coming.
And
She's
she's a
actually a New
Jersey
Jersey
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just by chance.
Tara Wood,
Makes
okay.
me like it even more. Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's amazing.
I know.
I'm actually a little surprised it took this long for someone to make a hardcore like Tarantino documentary.
I know.
Unless he seems like a pretty open guy. So I don't know how much how involved he is in this documentary. But I imagine there's enough footage of him
Oh yeah, and the cast.
to create something, and then enough people to interview. That's cool. When is that playing again?
That is playing Thursday. Oh, so Thursday, right, we should talk about that.
Yes.
Thursday is Meet the Filmmaker night, and so it's open to the public. Some people
Okay.
think it's filmmakers or industry only,
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
this is
not.
a public event where you can
The whole
make
thing is open to the
open to all the filmmakers, open to the
Everything.
public, open to anybody who loves film, anybody interested. It's a cocktail reception, and that's at the Paramount. That's right
At
here
the
in
Paramount, yeah.
Asbury.
So from 6 to 7, we have the reception, and then from 7 to 7:45, we edit together a selection
man,
of
trailers.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
So
So you can
coming
be like, ooh, I want to see
coming this
that.
weekend at
Yeah.
the Garden State Film
Coming to
Festival
you.
in a
somewhere
world
next door.
called Asbury Park,
Yeah. The coolest
AP.
town in America.
coolest town in America.
Yep. Quote.
Right.
And then
you need to get to the Berkeley. Ride the jitney.
ride the jitney.
Yeah, ride the jitney.
GSFF jitney. And scream out the window.
The green jitney.
It's a fun green.
This is amazing. I see there's a
yeah.
Screen Actors Guild panel from 12
Oh,
to 1
yeah.
on Friday
Yeah.
at the Paramount.
Yeah, they're coming. SAG-AFTRA is coming. It's noon to 1, and
do a-
then
We do a field trip.
oh yeah, wait,
Oh.
but this is cool. So the New Jersey tax incentive. Who doesn't know about it? A lot of
I
people.
didn't. There was
I
a
know.
tax incentive in New
Yeah.
Jersey. I had no
And-
idea.
Yes. So it was reinstated, and we're gonna have David Schoner from the New Jersey Motion Picture and Television Commission to tell us all about it. But what Diane was saying is that on Thursday morning, this is for schools only. So if you want to get involved,
Okay.
if you want your school to get a bus for you, you have to go to gsff.org and email us because it's pre-booking only. You can't just show up the day of because
Right.
it's a statewide field trip.
Sure.
So it's about esports and virtual reality.
Well, I mean, I got two kids. One's heavily into esports, so
Oh
I
my
imagine
God.
this will be very popular.
So popular. I mean, we're very excited to be back at the Paramount Theater for our Thursday. We've had it different places, but
Yeah.
even
But that's home.
yeah,
That was
that's
where it
what
all
I mean.
started.
Yeah, you took the words right out of
And
my mouth.
not only that, if you've never been in there, it's a pretty historic building. It's just, Art Deco, everything. It's got, there are spirits in there for sure.
Oh, for sure.
There are definitely
yeah.
spirits
She's
in
probably
there.
friends with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, leave me alone, I'm busy.
I may have met some backstage
Yeah.
at one point or the
Yeah.
other. They
They've
may
been
have,
kind to us.
yes.
And we love Jason. So, we love all of our sponsors. Asbury Audio has been
Yeah,
with us since
please
the
shout out all
beginning.
your sponsors.
Yeah. My brain has to open that folder.
I can't think.
I know. Our brain's like, film, what film?
All right, no problem.
So,
Yeah, if any,
we have Greenleaf Pet Resort.
The Journal magazine.
Yes.
Let's see.
Jules
Press,
L.
Press
Plan-
Communications. Yeah,
The
Jules L.
Plangier.
Plangier.
Foundation.
Oh, yeah, I don't
That-
have Wi-Fi.
Shout out to them. Yeah.
Oh, Catalyst. Oh, my God. We have a beautiful digital billboard on the Schuylkill
Expressway.
Expressway.
That's
Wow.
in
It's a huge.
Philadelphia.
Wait
like
till I
a
show you a
billboard.
picture.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
actually art. It's art. There's gonna be a waterfall and it looks like a mountain. It's really crazy. I'll show you a picture.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Press Communications, Asbury Park Boardwalk, Chris and everybody over there. Pasqualino, we love you.
Yes, I love you too, Pasqualino, just
Yes.
for the record.
I know.
And
And also,
JTV.
she's Brookdale to me. She's my Brookdale family.
Oh,
Pasqualino.
fantastic.
Yep, NJTV, Brookdale Community College.
Yay.
Hey,
107.1? Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
mentioned them.
That's all
Okay.
Press Communications.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Oh,
boss.
okay, cool.
I mean, it's under the umbrella. Oh, and tourism, New Jersey, visit nj.org to come to the Garden State Film Festival.
New Jersey State Council of the Arts.
JCP&L, Artists of Lake Studios. Meh. Tap Into. Ooh, we're doing a lot of things with them in East Main Media. They come for the Friday night. Wait, have you lived through the Garden State Film Festival cocktail gala party?
I have not, but
Oh my
I
God.
plan to attend and live through the cocktail
Yeah,
party.
you have to.
I feel it's a rite of passage.
It's a yeah.
And since I'm literally again 300 feet away
I know.
from the cocktail bar, I have no excuse for not being there.
Yeah, you have to come in. But also New Jersey Natural Gas, Arbor Terrace, Shoreline, the Asbury. Everybody knows we love them. But back to Friday night.
Okay. Yes.
You have to
Journal,
come
the
because
journal.
the journal, yep. But we have a 30-foot step and repeat. You know how when they, in Jaws, when they're like, I think we need a bigger boat?
Yes.
Our step and repeat clearly wasn't large enough. So we had to go big or go home.
Bigger than
So-
30 feet long.
Yeah, we needed it.
Right. So how long is it now?
Oh, no, now it is
Oh,
30.
now it's 30
I think
feet.
we're okay at
30 feet is a lot.
It is.
30 feet is bigger than the studio here. So I measured the
Oh.
wall. The walls here are about 20 feet. So
Oh.
tack on another 10 feet. That's a big step and repeat.
It's fine. Don't listen to him. It's fine.
No, it's good. The bigger
I know.
the bigger the better. You
It
can
is,
fit more
yeah.
people in front of
And
it.
then we have video and photos and all of the restaurants, not just in Asbury Park, but all over New Jersey,
Right.
some in Brooklyn, donate the food for the Friday night. So we thank
amazing.
everybody that does that. Yeah, and it's great
And we're
because
so grateful.
they come and then they get to meet a whole new demographic of an audience.
That's amazing. I just love, I got people here who love film, love it so much they decided to throw a film festival and
Yeah.
work their butts off and it was, dedicate their, and
Their
you guys have,
lives.
you have, I think you guys have
20
day
years.
jobs too. So
20 years.
it's, it's a labor of love for sure that
It
you're
is.
passing on to everyone here. So, even, I know there are a lot of filmmakers in the state. I've met most of them asking if I could get them in touch with Kevin Smith to get
Oh,
a
yeah.
job. That happens all the time, which is
I know.
fine. I like, I like their passion. But I think we just have a lot of really intelligent film fans.
Yeah.
In
it's-
this-
And that's why this
this-
was
in this
born,
area.
was because everybody was here. And once a year, if you have a place to meet, stuff happens. We
Yeah.
know so many careers have been launched. We know so many people that deals have been done. They'll make a deal this year, and then next year it's in the festival.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Who needs Sundance? We got the Garden State Film Festival.
Come on down.
you can dance here.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Ooh, good one.
Dance here.
You can definitely dance here. You can dance at the Wonder Bar. You can go dance at Porto. You can,
Yeah.
If I might pop in, one of the great things that I've always loved about the festival is the social issues that we discuss.
good one.
And we met Saturday with our man about his film.
Oh, Gary Pastor. His film is Shooting Heroin. It's Saturday night at the Jersey Shore. It's 8:30 p.m. to 10:45.
Yeah, and that deals obviously with the heroin and opiate addiction problem. I am a recovery coach. Worked over at a local rehab.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, called New Hope.
Amazing.
So that was another one that's going to hit home to me.
Yeah.
And it's obviously it's a problem everywhere, but I'm really glad that this film hops in and takes that issue on. Yeah.
Full head.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Lots
A
of
lot of
conversations are started. And
Yeah,
that's
for
really
sure.
what I say we're on the front line of freedom of speech and expression in this country. And, these are films made from somebody's heart and soul for
Right.
some reason, and not just to sell tickets and blow things up and be bloody.
No, they have stories to tell,
Exactly.
and so they put their time, their money, and their hearts into it,
Amen.
and you showcase them here. I know you accept everything from shorts to feature lengths to web series.
Yeah.
These are all of different varying lengths, so I imagine programming is an amazing challenge
great.
with
So
all these
fun.
different runtimes. I don't
You
know.
should see the Excel
I don't.
sheet before
I don't
we
know
get
how
to
you do it
here.
because you got to do math,
It's
right?
a lot of
and,
math.
And even between the films, you got to build in a little break time for transitioning. I
Yeah.
imagine,
Right.
or maybe you go from one into the other.
I just want
No.
to say that each block has a host who,
Okay.
who also then curates the Q&A afterwards. So the cast and crew from all the films in the block take questions from the audience, and that's what makes it special.
Yeah.
It's really a chance to ask all those questions you always wondered about, and again, to start conversations that might not happen.
I might say there's nothing like the post film Q&A, and then if
Yeah.
if the cast and the filmmakers come out, not only is it cool that they're right in front of you, answering their questions in their own voice, but you get to kind of see their passions in their faces as well, and it's just cool.
It's
you
an
know, like-
experience.
Cool, yeah.
It's not like just going to the theater and watching a film is great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but if you can meet the
having that
creators,
experience-
Yeah.
exactly.
Or like, how'd you do that? Or what inspired you to do this?
right? Or what kind of failures did you go through? What
Yeah.
were your triumphs? Where'd you get the money? I think,
Right, yeah.
or how'd you do this on such a low budget? And yeah, I think it really inspires people, which is pretty amazing.
We love it. Also, I can't forget, we have a distribution panel, which filmmakers are in love with, that we have distributors that are doing a panel, but they're also at our festival, so they're looking at all these films.
That's
and
well,
they
I
do
mean,
buy
yeah.
them.
Once you make your movie,
Yeah.
of course you want as many eyes on it as possible. So how do you do that? Try to get some distribution, get it
Yeah.
out there and into the world. And that's one of the toughest parts, I think.
Yeah,
Once you
yeah.
have your film done, I was like, well, what now?
Mm-hmm.
You take it to film festivals, obviously, but how do you get wider distribution?
Right.
I think even the bigger filmmakers face that problem every time they make a movie
Yeah.
as well. I've heard all the stories from Kevin for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
And
wait,
we're running at Lauren, we're running at about a 90 to 95% distribution rate for feature-length films.
Really?
And that's been
Wow.
going on for about 15 years.
That's a high
It's
percentage.
it's because the way we curate the
Yeah, yeah,
films
yeah.
has been terrific, if I say so myself.
Wow, that's a huge badge of honor.
Very, very proud of that.
I don't know what the numbers are over, say, Sundance, but let's just say
Well,
they're
they're already got deals before
Yeah.
they go to
Yeah,
Sundance.
good
That's
point.
a
It's
different
not really
thing.
indie.
That's a whole different. They're
We're true
they're
indie.
Yeah, they're studio indies.
Sure,
they aren't
sure.
real indies.
No,
you know?
no. These are real indies
Yeah.
right here. That's amazing. So, wow, I can't wait. I wish March was now. but-
not yet.
Well, not for
yet.
you guys. Not for you guys. But for me as a fan,
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
amazing.
good. I'm excited. And then we'll let you know. We're making the program book now and everything.
Yeah,
so
please.
we'll
I
keep
would love for
posted.
you to come back if any of your filmmakers want to come in and
Oh, yeah.
promote their movies before we
Oh,
see
yeah.
them.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that would be
God,
wonderful.
absolutely. We're here. We're
Okay,
here. We
cool.
were. I'm in Asbury now, so I support
Yeah.
everything here. But more importantly, we support anybody doing anything cool in here.
Yeah.
Anything from the soul and the heart. So yeah, please bring filmmakers in here, because I've also noticed, filmmakers, they love making films. The second thing they love to do is talk about either how they made it or what the film's about, and for great reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a there's a time-consuming process.
it's a labor of love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one you don't go into lightly. It's one you don't go into unless you really love it. And
Right.
by all means, you should talk about it, because the best thing can come out of that, you inspire other people to make films as well,
Exactly.
and hopefully submit them to a future Garden State Film Festival.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I think, did you have something coming up that you
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to talk
so on
about?
February 27th. So Brookdale has been one of our supporters since the very beginning. Did you know Kevin Smith went to Brookdale?
I did for a hot 2 months.
Yeah,
He took a criminology class because he thought he wanted to be Batman.
No, but he took out the cameras. I used those cameras
Yeah.
also.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think he also took classes so he could rent gear too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
So
take them out when you're a student. So, we are the second nonprofit organization that Brookdale has welcomed, and now the executive offices of the Garden State Film Festival are housed at Brookdale. So to celebrate that, on Thursday, February 27th at 7 p.m., we're having a screening. So you can get a sample of what coming to the festival is like. It'll be an hour block of shorts.
oh wow, and those will be shorts that will also be playing at the film festival.
No,
No,
these
these
are.
are-
Oh, these are
So
separate.
we do this.
Okay.
It's called Best of the Fest, and we do this all over the state, and also we've done it out in Florida.
Yeah.
But we go
That's
and
cool.
we've done it at Bell Works.
Yeah,
we,
yeah, yeah.
We portrayed it on the huge cement.
Yeah, the
wall.
wall. They have
Yeah,
a big
that was
cement
so
wall over
cool.
there.
Yeah, so we do this all over the state. We're super excited, and it'll be a good mix of short blocks, short films, so you can get a sample of what one block will be like, seeing different films. in a
Yeah,
row.
yeah. Just a taste, if you
A
will.
taste, because some people actually don't know what a film festival is, and they have that question.
Right. I think
So-
I think a lot of people don't know, but I think all it takes is it's like, oh, that looks awesome.
Oh, it's a Brookdale pen. What?
Wow, wow, how convenient. How what a coincidence.
So weird. So we're super grateful to Brookdale,
So
and
it's-
also Titos is a sponsor.
Yes.
Oh,
We're gonna have-
Tito's
we're gonna
hand-
have
And they're
special
going to make
events.
it really sexy this year with
Yeah.
Tito's events everywhere. And
I have a Tito's chalkboard in here that
Nice.
Yeah.
I purloined from the
gluten-free.
purloined from the yacht club. I asked if I could borrow it.
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't steal it. I
Yeah.
didn't steal it. So that's
Borrowed.
February
Yeah.
27th at
February
Brookdale.
27th at Brookdale's Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
So it's the PAC at Brookdale in the Lincroft campus.
Okay, and yeah, you can't miss it. There's signs everywhere.
Yeah.
Very Brookdale. If nothing, all the buildings are very well marked. There are a lot of direction signs.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're so excited.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everybody listening to this or watching this comes out. You have 5 days to participate in March, or you could go to all 5.
Yeah.
Where do we get tickets for?
You get tickets. Also, we have an app. So you can go to our website, gsff.org, for tickets. But soon, every single film block is going to be made by this lady. Every single ticket link for all of the films. She's a Virgo. I'm not. She's going to make every single ticket link. And then also the Garden State Film Festival app, you can get it from the whatever
that
the
should be
Apple
launched
place
in the
is.
next few days.
Okay, cool. I imagine
Yeah.
you can set notifications like,
Yeah.
oh
You
my
can
god,
set your own
the,
schedule.
oh my gosh, the Bang Bang's coming up at 11
Yeah.
on Saturday at the Paramount.
Yeah, Exit Zero is scary. That's Sunday, 2:45 to 5.
I know. I was going to ask you if there were a couple films that you were excited about. It sounds like
Yeah.
you're excited
I'm
about
so
all
excited.
of them.
I know. I might
So
not
can't-
look like it.
I'm not going to make you. I'm not going to make you choose
Okay,
or
good.
play favorites. But
Oh, and we have a really great punk one. See, it's all coming. There's so many.
yeah,
It's punk, but when it was didn't know it was going to be a crazy fantastical
Right.
thing. When it was just old school, it's happening. We're going to go out and play, and then surprise, now we're looking back on this footage. So amazing, these interviews.
that's cool. If I wanted to see all of
Saturday.
these, is there like a all-encompassing pass?
Oh yeah, so take it away.
The multi-pass, which gives you all 5 days for $55.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah.
You
We
can't
ne-
even go to the real, not the
I
real ones,
know.
but you can't even
I
go to like the
know.
AMC theater for
No,
55 these days.
from the beginning, I never wanted there to be barriers. And that includes the cocktail party, by the way.
Friday
I
night.
mean, how could
Yeah.
you pass that up?
You can't.
We
That's
want
the
to be
point.
accessible. Yeah.
Wow. All right, 50. I mean, you heard it here, everybody. I don't know of any film festival that you go to everything for $55.
I know.
So I think everybody should just
That's
get to.
why sponsors should help us because we are
Sure.
very important.
Please help us.
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody wins if you make an accessible ticket. People buy it, they'll
Exactly.
come, and then they'll get exposed to all the sponsors
Exactly.
Yeah.
that are
But it's
participating.
important for us to keep the ticket price down for
Yeah,
that
because
reason.
I don't want it just to be for rich people,
Right.
as some things turn out to be.
Right. That's just inaccessible to everybody.
Exactly.
Which I think, of course, film
This
should
is
be accessible
this
to
is a
everybody.
real community event,
Right.
and we from the very beginning really thought about who our community was, and that we wanted to encompass the whole town.
Right.
So
And also with that, we love other nonprofits, and you'll see promos from other nonprofits in the festival.
That's amazing. So you're helping people. You're supporting.
Yeah, and not just
I'm-
Monmouth County. It's
right.
all over.
Well, I mean, Lord knows if you have a nonprofit, you're not making any profit. So what do? You need help. You need
Exposure,
attention.
yeah.
You need
Exposure, exactly.
sponsorships, donations, contributions, anything that can help you out. So yeah, because these are all good causes. So that's
excited.
that's amazing. So March 25th to
March
the 29th.
25th to the 29th.
Website is gsff.org.
Yeah.
Also, there's the event at Brookdale on February 27th.
Oh, tickets are only $10 for that.
Oh yeah.
Come
yeah,
on. What
yeah.
else are you doing?
I mean, nothing better than that.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. Is there anything that I haven't mentioned?
Just a shout out to Dr. David Stout
Yeah.
at Brookdale for being for welcoming us
Amazing.
and giving us executive office space and supporting our
That's
efforts
great.
year round. So
That's amazing. I mean, that's just pure support right there. So
Yeah.
that's cool. Well, thank you guys for coming down. And I
thank you.
don't think this is the last time I'm going to see of you guys.
No.
Literally, if you have a filmmaker, a couple filmmakers,
Yeah, we
you want to
do.
bring down here.
Work that
We do,
out.
yeah.
We've got room here for like 6-7 people at this podcast table.
Yeah.
If you want to bring a whole cast and crew down,
Okay.
we can. And I would like to hear about some of the triumphs and tribulations and hardships of what these filmmakers went through. And I like hearing stories of filmmaking before I see the film, because then then I feel like I get a little more
Like you
invested
know
in
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's awesome. Thank you
Okay,
so
great.
much.
Thank
We
you
can't
for
thank you
having
enough.
of course, guys,
This
thank
what
you.
an amazing venue too. You have here. We're all looking
is
out
so
at the
beautiful.
ocean, the boardwalk, and Asbury. It's amazing.
I mean, we're very lucky. If you've not been to Asbury, you should come for the film festival. Stay for the view, though, for sure. And great. Well, I'll see you guys soon.
Thank
I
you.
can,
Thank you.
We
Thank
can
you.
bank on that. But thank you guys for coming in today. Garden State Film Festival, the 18th year, gsff.org. We will see you later, everybody. Thank you guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.